What is going on, Arkansas Razorback fans, SEC fans, college basketball fans everywhere? Welcome. This is the Pig Trail Network. I am Tyzilla83, and I just want to thank you for stopping by and taking a little bit of time out of your day to check out the video. If you would, at the end, like, comment, share the content. That means so much. If you do anything, of course, I want you to comment down below. I'm curious what you guys have to say, and slapping a like down there is awesome too. But man, when you share the content, that just does wonders, and I really do appreciate it. And of course, the routine. If you haven't already, feel free to tap the subscribe button down below. A lot to talk about. Arkansas went on the road to Stillwell. They walked into a hornet's nest. Oklahoma State, of course, this is the anniversary date of the tragic plane crash. Obviously it's a big deal to them and their university. And of course you had this SEC Big 12 matchup in the same weekend. It was just walking into a hornet's nest, not to mention Arkansas on paper is a tournament team. So of course fans are going to show up for that. But they definitely showed up. They capped out the attendance. I think they're 13,611, I think is their cap, or maybe it's 14,000. Regardless, they capped it out, and kudos to them for doing that. That's hard to do in college basketball anymore, but I think they've done it a couple times this year. So, again, kudos to them. A good win for Oklahoma State. This is going to help their RPI a little bit. It doesn't hurt Arkansas too much because Oklahoma State has a decent RPI, but you still wonder if this is one of those losses that affects Arkansas beyond just that loss. If going forward, I mean, they got destroyed. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They did not show up. They played their worst defensive performance. They looked lost half the time. They've played in front of big crowds before. I have no idea what I watched Saturday. That just wasn't hog ball. That's not what Arkansas is about. And you got to give some of the credit too, of course, to Oklahoma State. I thought their bench played well. I thought everyone played well. They shot really well. So while we're talking about the game, let's go into the statistics really fast. The final score was 99-71. Barford I think that's got to be his first time this year. I'm not really sure, but he led the way with 21 points. Not bad. Carroll would lead Oklahoma State with 20 points. But field goal percentage from the field, Oklahoma State shot 50%. Are you kidding me? That's impressive. I'm telling you, they went in there. This was a game for Oklahoma State. This was a big deal, and they played like it. Arkansas, who didn't shoot, I'll say this, it wasn't their worst shooting percentage from the field. 41, almost 41.5. 3-point range, they were awful. Almost 28%. Oklahoma State shot 45%. That's unreal. Turnovers, Arkansas nearly doubled Oklahoma State, 12-7 turnovers. That's not hog ball. That's not what they do. It's supposed to be the other way around. They got absolutely out-rebounded, 44-29. That shouldn't really come as a huge shock to anybody. Oklahoma State was ready. They were prepared, and the Razorbacks at times looked like deer in headlights. They just looked lost. So you worry a little bit, again, about going forward. Does this loss carry over into February 1st, which I believe is Wednesday? I don't have my calendar up for that month, but that's, again, the way they played and the way they got beat, you just have to wonder a little bit, is this going to affect them? Let me tell you something. What they have coming up are winnable games. Alabama, Arkansas is going to be picked on paper, but Alabama's playing pretty good ball. Cannot forget, right now they're 6-2 in conference play. Arkansas is 5-3. I think, what is their overall record? 13-7 overall. Arkansas is now 16-5. But I'm going to take Arkansas to win that one. But again, you just got to worry about Alabama starting to play better, and that loss to Oklahoma State. Do the two things, is it just kind of a perfect storm there, and Alabama takes advantage? I don't know what the magic number is this year to get in. I don't know, but I know this. Right now, their only win, as far as the RPI is concerned, that looks good for the Razorbacks on paper, is that road win against Tennessee. And you look at what they've been able to do since they lost that game to Arkansas. They've turned it around. They're playing outstanding ball. That has now become their best win. Texas, that win on the road against Texas. Texas sucks. And somehow they beat Oklahoma State. Texas sucks. That win doesn't do anything. Houston win at home doesn't do anything. I remember when we beat them at home, everyone said that's a tournament team. I'm not so sure. So from here on out, everything is must win for the Razorbacks. I mean, you're not going to be expected to beat South Carolina. You're not going to be expected to win at Florida. And of course you've got, Auburn's going to be a toss up. You're playing them on the road on the 25th. And then you got March 4th, the last game of the year against Georgia. So you need to win what you're expected to win. And I think you're okay if you lose the games you're expected to lose. And I think you still have a good shot at the tournament. First off, it's been a wonky year in college basketball. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing for the SEC because that's a year for you. That gives you a shot to shine. And then you go 500 at this SEC Big 12 matchup. By the way, you all know Big 12's up here in college basketball. Arkansas is down here, or the SEC's down here. Arkansas is too. Good thing that they were able to go 500 in that SEC Big 12 showdown. But you still, if Arkansas wins the games they're supposed to win, with Bama, Mizzou, Vanderbilt, LSU, you're going to go on the road to South Carolina. I don't expect Arkansas to win that. Ole Miss at home, that's going to be a toss-up game if you want my opinion. It always is with Ole Miss. A&M at home, that could be a toss-up game just because how good they are at rebounding and everything else. They're a young team, and they gave Arkansas trouble at A&M. Then you got to go on the road to Auburn. I mean, let's be honest, Auburn's playing a lot better basketball right now. They're on the cusp of maybe being a tournament team. At Florida, you're not going to be picked to win that. And then Georgia at home right now as it stands, the way Georgia's been playing, I would take Arkansas. But you're looking at 23, somewhere between 22 to 24, 25 wins. So, yeah, in that upper half, in the 23 and up, yeah, I think Arkansas makes the tournament with 23-plus wins. But then again, who knows how this year levels out. There is a lot of basketball. We've still got, 5 weeks left of basketball. And then you got the SEC tournament. So we'll have to wait and see. There's a lot of ball, but it starts February 1st on a Wednesday. Guys, I've got a lot of content this week that I need to get done. We're going to talk about recruiting. Arkansas has been getting some late commitments here in football. They just had a JUCO defensive tackle or defensive end commit. So I'm going to have some more content on that stuff on recruiting. So look out for that. Obviously, we got signing day. For me, this is the week. This is like the week where there's just so much content to cover. So I'm going to try and get you guys, God willing, as much content on recruiting and everything that I can. So stay tuned. Keep an eye on the Pictorial Network this week. And, again, thank you so much. You know what to do. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that stuff. And I'll talk to you, Wednesday, Thursday. Later next week, there's going to be some awesome content. There's going to be great content all week, so keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for that, all right? Till next video.